Hello, this is Dan Sheffield, and I'm going to give you a tour of Games of Math 3 multiplication. So let's get started. I'll click on Games of Math 3 from Superstar Online. This is the first screen that you would typically see when you start Games of Math 3. We want you to choose what level you want to begin at. The beginning level would be exactly what it says, those who haven't much experience with multiplication. If you have a little more experience, we're going to start you out at the intermediate level with tables 5 through 10. And then if you are pretty good at multiplication, we can start you at the advanced level with problems 7 through 10. So let's go ahead and click on advanced, and we're going to have a couple of problems here so we can enter the answer to the problem. And now let me make a mistake. And it says, sorry, you did not qualify for the advanced level. We're going to start you at the intermediate level. Now notice that the main menu. I just turned off the help instructions by clicking on the help button. Notice that we have a pre-test and post-test, and we have two areas that we can start with. We have level 5, our home run derby multiplication, and the long jump multiplication. The difference is the home run derby, you can take pretty much a lot of time to answer the questions, where the long jump is going to be timed, and answering quickly is going to help. Also notice that we have a multiplication practice, and we'll cover that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and try the home run derby. So here's our screen. We're going to click on Start. And we have a problem to answer, so we'll answer that by clicking on
Hit
0.
a homer for me. Click the mouse or press the space bar at the right time to hit the ball.
We're going to skip the instructions, and now we're going to go up and click or hit the space bar, and I got a third base hit, so now we'll choose the correct answer.
Great. Now get ready to bat.
So now I have a runner on first and third. Let's go ahead and get a right answer.
Hit a homer for me.
Let's see if we can hit a home run. Nope. Now we've got bases loaded, and let's go ahead and do one more question.
All right, step up to the plate.
So that's a little bit of the home run derby. Notice that over here it shows how to play. Our goal is to get 350 points. Right now we have 85. And let me show you what happens if we get a strike. Notice that so far we're keeping track of the right and wrong answers. We're on level 5. And let me go ahead and get a wrong answer.
Strike 1.
So that gives us a strike. And I'll get one more wrong answer.
Strike 2.
And now I'll get it correct.
All right, step up to the plate.
And notice
You're out.
that a lot more of the spots were outs because we had that wrong answer. We have one out here on this box. Let's go on to the next game. This is our long jump. We're going to click on Start.
We can choose the boy.
We can choose the boy or the girl character, does not matter. We'll choose the girl. We're looking for 2,000 points, and we're going to answer the questions as quickly as we can. And the faster we answer the questions, the faster our runner is going to go. And
Try again.
so I'm going to skip ahead and get now down to the pit. So I gave you an example of one wrong answer.
Get ready to click on the jump button. Good jump.
We have 3 jumps in this game, and the goal is to get 2,000 points. So we scored 775 in the first jump. And then if we complete that, we're going to move up to the next level. Now notice if we click on our level button, we can go to our progress page and it shows that we're on level 5 of the home run derby and then the long jump. The word problems are locked and all of the other games are locked, so we can have our teacher go and we can have our teacher unlock that for you. So let's go ahead and skip ahead and let the teacher unlock that. So we're back and now we can look at some of the other games. Our balloon game is word problems. We have our slam dunk game, which is negative numbers and decimals. Our skiing is patterns. And then we have our bowling game, which is algebra. And we have an overall progress bar here. So I've actually made a couple of the games a little more open so we can see some of the higher levels of the game. But the idea here is that we're going to move all the way up to the top, and then we'll get a star and get an achievement award for each one of the games that we have. And then the goal is to get this star to turn gold and get our achievement for that for the entire program. So let's go on to the word problems, the balloons, and we're going to click on start, and we'll choose the boy character this time. And we have a balloon.
Move your balloon
and we have instructions. We're going to skip. And so now we have a word problem here. The hen lays 2 hens. How many are there overall? So we're going to put our balloon here. We've got 2 miles of wind, and so we're going to give a little bit of allowance for that and click and drop our marker as close to the correct answer as possible. So here we have 4 miles of wind, and we'll drop down to number 10 again, and we got very close and 176 points. So here we have a hint. 7 times 2 is 14, and so we've got 3 miles, and we'll see how close we have. So that's an idea of the word problems. Let's go on to our slam dunk basketball game. We're going to click on a player, and our goal is 473. We're on 11.
To shoot a basket when the triangles light up above
So
the
we're
center
going
of
to
the
click.
hoop that has the correct answer.
Up here's our little marker, and we're going to click, and we
try again.
Sort of missed that one. And we made it and made 11 points. Our goal is 473. So we have to wait until the marker comes over to the right answer and click and try to make a slam dunk for you here. So let's see if we've got this one.
Slam dunk!
And that's an example of our decimals. Let's go on to our downhill ski.
Click on the player. Click on the ski route.
Bunny slopes.
And we've got patterns, so we're looking for 12, and so we're going to go down here and we go through the markers here with the correct answer. Let's go on, shield off, and we'll go on to the next game. And then we have our bowling for bugs.
Click on the character you want to.
So we'll take.
I'll give you a bug every time you knock down all 10 pins.
And so the distance and the time is so what is the rate? So we'll choose.
Try again.
This answer. And we got it on the second try, so we only get one
Move
ball.
your mouse back and forth
Here's
to aim
our
the ball.
instructions. We're going to skip the
Click
instructions.
the left mouse button and hold it down when you are ready to throw the ball.
And throw the ball down, kind of slow, but kind of okay. So let's see if we can get something a little faster here. Okay, now we have the correct answer, so we get 2 balls. And let's see if we can get a little more speed this time. And a strike. So that's a real quick peek at our Games of Math 3 multiplication. Let's take a look at the practice. And the practice, here we can choose any problems that we want to work on. So if we want to work on the 4s and the 5s, we can click on those, or we can click on any individual problem that we want to work on or take them off. Click on next, and then we can have our quiz 3 minutes long if we want. We're basically setting up flashcards, and then the time that we want per question. So if we want to give ourselves a little more time, we can say 15 seconds. Or if we want to set the number of questions, we can click on here and a total number of 30 questions. But let's go ahead and try a time quiz and start the practice. And so we have 24 and 16, and we just try to do the problems as quickly as we can. If we get a wrong answer, it's going to take away from our score.
Try again.
And
Try again.
then we'll get a correct answer for the getting it right. We can click on the terms here, and so here we have a term that it helps with that, and we can go back to the main menu. So a really fun program with a lot of great games, making multiplication easy, and as well as negative numbers and decimals, patterns, and beginning algebra. A great program, Games of Math 3 multiplication by the Help Me to Learn company. It's available through Superstar Online through a subscription, or you can buy a CD-ROM or Lab and Network version.